We are back, YouTube. For anyone who's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. I'm in the game channel buying games, DVDs, Blu-rays, any electrical items I can get my hands on at car boot sales, Facebook Marketplace, or charity shops for a cheap price. So I'm getting traded into CX at a high price, so I can build my own gaming collection. So yeah, back with just I don't know, what could we call this one? More like a games update sort of thing. Basically, I went to the mother-in-law the weekend up in Cambridgeshire / Norfolk area, and as always, I can't pop. I can't go to a town without popping in to the CX. But I have been to these shops before, and I didn't know whether it was worth recording inside the shops. Obviously, I'll leave some links to their shops below, just in case you are ever in the Kings Lynn area. But there are some very, very good retro gaming shops there as well. And in the past, when I've done these like game hunt videos, and I do film inside the shops, me walking around and stuff like that, it doesn't get a lot of engagement now. I can tell people are skipping past that bit. So let me know in the comments, are you happy to see footage from inside the game shops, or are you just more interested in what I got and what I paid for it, basically? But there's not too much to go over. There's only 2 games here, but they are in very, very good condition. And 2 games I'm excited to be adding. Well, actually, spoiler alert, one of them is a new game that I'm adding to my collection, and another one I'm upgrading, shall we say. So yeah, I mean, as you can see here, I've got the old CEX bag. So yeah, without further ado, let's flip the cameras and I'll show you what I got. Right, so the first game, which, to be honest, I wasn't, I didn't plan to get it, but basically I was in the Kings Lynn CX having a look in their glass cabinet, and I saw just the side strip of this game, and I thought, oh, I'll have a look at it. And because this is in such nice condition, I thought I've got to get it. And that is Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy Color. And as you can see, I mean, I don't know if that's coming across there, but it's basically, well, okay, it's not mint condition, and I'll show you as to why in a moment, but it's in very good condition for Pokemon Pinball, because now these are renowned for, so basically they come with this sticker on them, and they're renowned. I mean, if you look at eBay listings at the moment, they've 80% of them have got, a tear, or the part of the artwork is torn off, where people, when they were younger or whatever, have ripped the sticker off. Thankfully, on this occasion, they've left it on. Now, what you can see is that they thought about it, because there's a little bit there that's come away. But obviously, on that side, you can't see it. So I'm really, really happy with that. And I was shocked at the price, to be honest. It must be the Pokemon Pinball maybe on the Game Boy Advance that's a lot more money. I think it's maybe £70 or £75. But this was only £45, obviously, which I paid for in vouchers, which is very, very good. So, yeah, really, really happy to add this into the collection in such great condition. I'll whip it out now. But yeah, it was £45, and that is, boxed with the manual. Manual's got a little bit of, normal wear and tear that you would expect from being in a box, but it is still in very good condition. Now, admittedly, the cart in itself is not in the greatest condition. I mean, I don't know if you can see there, but there's a little bit of indentation there and stuff like that, but I'm not fussed about that one bit. If I want to get a cart that's in much more better condition, I can get that further down the line. As always with all of these, Nintendo cardboard, that is what you're paying for. Good condition cardboard. And on this instance, yeah, very, very good. So, like I said, didn't plan to get that. I did have a look at some other games in that shop, but unfortunately nothing that I wanted, or I wanted that much. But after seeing this, I traded in a few bits whilst I was there as well. I just had to get it. So, yeah, really, really chuffed with that. I mean, I've had a look on eBay, and, versions of this that are in as good or better condition sometimes go from anything up to maybe 50, 60, 70 pounds. I think there was one that even went for 150 pounds. I don't know if that was sealed or not, but yeah, maybe that was just a rare one-off thing. But
yeah, really happy to, I'll close that up in a minute, but yeah, really happy to add that into the collection. So then basically after that, you've got two main retro shops in King's Lynn. You've got Retro Retreat, I believe, and then there was also Once Was New, which is where I got this next game from. Really nice bloke in there, was kind enough to cut me a little deal on this game in a moment, which was a very good price, to be honest. But yeah, if you're ever in the area, go and check them out. They do toys, cards, Pokemon cards, video games, everything as well. So you know, if you're into retro as a whole, it's definitely a good place to go and check out. But again, this wasn't a game that I was looking for, but the condition that it was in, I just had to get it. And this one, obviously, I couldn't pay with vouchers, so I've had to dip into my savings to get this. But I'm hoping to recoup some of that money by selling the copy that I have. And that game is Silent Hill 2. Now, I hope it's coming across, these are just little specks of dust here, but I hope it's coming across on that camera for you how good of condition this is. There's literally no indentations. I'm trying to get it hopefully at an angle for you, but I'll be honest with you, this is the best condition one of these I've seen in person. I've seen a few of them in normal CEXs, not as good as this one. My one is in okay condition, which I'll go over in a moment, but yeah, everything's in there, you know. Let me just move that. But as expected, everything's in there, in very good condition. The manual doesn't even look like it's been opened. I think you've also got the postcard and the other bits in there as well. So very, very good condition. I was kind of inspired. I was watching Boot Sale Pickin not too long ago, and he picked up a copy of Silent Hill 2, which he obviously already owns, but it was in better condition than his, and it was, you know, for the sole purpose of swapping them out. And I just thought, you know, I've never seen one that's good a condition as this before, so I'm going to grab it. I think originally the guy wanted 65 quid for it. I actually looked at it and thought, okay, no worries, mate. I walked around town and I looked in a couple of the charity shops, but unfortunately there was nothing in those. And like I said, I was inspired by bin Boot Sale Pickin, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to get it. I looked at how much cash I could get trading for my Silent Hill 2 at CX. Unfortunately, they're only giving about £30 cash. And I'll show you my copy. Now, it's okay. It's, as you can, you know, first instance, it's not that bad. But if I can go in closer, this bit here was like teared away and it's been coloured in with black pen, which I'll admit I'd done that. And in hindsight, I'll probably regret doing it. But face value from a little bit, you know, from a distance, it looks okay. You know, it's not the worst condition one. I've seen, you know, by far a lot worse than this one. But again, you know, inside it's nice, and the manual's a little bit, you know, worse. Got like a little crease at the bottom there. It does come with the little poster there as well, but again, that's got some creases in it. So I was hoping if I could get at least, you know, if I could whack this on Vinted, and I mean, I don't know how much this is going for at the minute. In this condition, maybe, you know, I was hoping if I could get £50 on Vinted for it, you know, £50 into my bank, then I'm happy. And I'm only paying £10 for this upgrade, which is obviously in a lot better condition. So that was the thought process behind it. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, future Mitch jumping in here. Yeah, I wasn't actually aware of how much more expensive Silent Hill 2 is compared to when I bought it. I think when I originally bought it, it was maybe like £40 or £45, but in good condition, it regularly goes for like £70 upwards. So I put my copy on Vinted at £65, fully expecting to get knocked down, and like literally within a couple of minutes, someone had messaged me, asked about the damage on
on the sleeve, sent them loads of pictures, and they accepted it £65. So yeah, I got a much better condition a copy of Silent Hill 2, and I'm actually £5 in profit as well. So yeah, very, very happy. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to recoup some of that money and add to, in my opinion, for what are these? They've got to be over 20 years old. Over 20 years old cardboard. I'm more than chuffed with that. So yeah, that's it today. It's just a couple, me updating you on what games I'm adding to the collection. Like I said, when I come back to YouTube, I said that my collection is there or thereabouts with what I want. There's obviously always more games that I do want, but I'm also focusing on defining, should we say, my collection, making sure that all of the games that I've got are in as best possible condition that they can be. I've said many a times, I'm not a mint collector, but if I had the choice, I would still want these games in as best condition as they can be, and if I can upgrade them, at a small cost to me, or preferably no cost to me, then I would be happy to do that. So yeah, 2 brilliant games add to the collection. Please let me know in the comments if you like these kinds of videos, or if you would prefer me to shoot some footage inside the game shops and stuff like that, just so I can get a better understanding of what you would prefer to see. Or yeah, if you are just happy to see me go over the games that I've picked up. But yeah, take care everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.